Good morning, dear Prime Minister Spajic, dear Ms. Darkic, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pleased to co-open this conference together with the Economic Chamber of Montenegro today. We at the German Eastern Business Association, the Eastern Committee, as you say, are very happy to be back here in Budva. We are representing the German industry in 29 countries of Eastern Europe until Kazakhstan and the Caucasus. So we are the ones that represent the German business in these countries, and I think it's the most powerful organization when it comes to lobbying in your region and also in Germany. I'm very delighted to continue the good tradition together with you, dear Ms. Darkic. 10 years ago, the first regional economic conference was held here in Budva, which we organized together as a first follow-up to the meeting of heads of state and government, ministers of economies and foreign ministers, the first Western Balkan Summit 2014 in Berlin. Western Balkan Summit, the word was unknown today, everybody knows about it. The German newspapers are full of it, the international newspapers are full of it, and I think everybody who made this happen can be very proud that we are here today and it continues. I believe it was the meeting here in Budva and the exchange between the ministers of economy where the term Berlin process was first coined. At that time, we set the goal as businesses to monitor governments and assess the implementation of the final declarations, particularly concerning the infrastructure at the time, infrastructure projects that were the main focus. Therefore, we have introduced several initiatives within the regional context. We, the German Eastern Business Association, have been supporting the Berlin process from its very beginning. We are an integral part of it. We strongly believe in the necessity for an ongoing constructive dialogue with governments in the region as well as with all economic and societal stakeholders. It is important that everybody is a stakeholder and everybody is involved in the process. It's not purely political, it's not purely business, but it's an amalgamation of the societies within the six and with Europe. We are deeply convinced regional cooperation and integration as well as EU accession are key to the economic prosperity of the Western Balkan economies. You said it before, you will say it again, but that's the key. 10 years of the Berlin process allow me to look back briefly and recall some of the milestones along the way. Reflecting on the economic achievements, I will focus on trade. In 2013, German trade with the Western Balkan 6 amounted to 6.3 billion euros. 10 years later, 2023, our trade with the region tripled to almost 18 billion euro. In the first 8 months of 2024, the bilateral trade volume was 12.2 billion, so it's slightly above last year. The intensive exchange between the Chambers network and the establishment of the Western Balkan 6 Chambers Investment Forum is a result of this process also. The declaration on the regional economic area and accompanying the multi-annual action plan at the summit in Trieste in 2017, digitization was the key pillar, and an important step in this process was the establishment of the Digital Summit for the Western Balkans, which we as the German Eastern Business Association have been framing and supporting from the very beginning. We have been advocating for this idea many years, and I know it was discussed in greater detail during the second joint conference held here in Budva again in 2016, where it clearly resonated with other stakeholders. As you said, digitization is essential for the competitiveness of the region. The Green Agenda and Action Plan for the Common Economic Region followed with the summit in 2020, which was hosted by Bulgaria and North Macedonia. In 2024, only 1 week ago, on October 14th, Federal Chancellor Olaf Scholz invited the economies of the region to the 10th anniversary summit. Important signals have emerged from this summit. Most important from a business perspective, adoption of the new action plan for the common regional market, CRM2. Along with the agreement signed on October 9th under the CEFTA framework, this could bring new momentum to regional trade and closer alignment with the European single market. In addition, new issues beyond the economic sphere are constantly being introduced into the discussions with the Berlin process. These include areas such as youth, education, science, and civil society dialogue. Today, we will focus on topics which are of strategic importance to us all and that are reflected in the agenda of this year's economic conference. The EU integration, of course, of the region, along with shared challenges such as the green transition and digitization, are key areas of focus. However, I would like to highlight one topic that is especially close to our hearts, and is especially important as the speakers before me pointed out: securing skilled workforce. We face a lack of skilled labor based on vocational and academic education globally, regionally, and locally, here as well as in Germany. The economies of the region offer many decent job opportunities. However, this will not suddenly lead to ongoing mobility of workforce. In order to reduce brain drain, we commonly and very urgently need to focus on good and practice-oriented education systems, modern equipped health and care systems. Additionally, good environmental aspects and their impact on everyone's daily life and health are decisive factors for staying or leaving a country. For more than 20 years, the German Eastern Business Association has been providing important impulses with its Soran Djindjic internship program of the German business, which was set up as a cooperation of the Federal Ministry for Economic Cooperation and Development and the German business. Up to now, more than 1,000 young professionals have been trained in more than 260 German companies in Germany, also in mine. And this is not about brain drain, but it's about brain gain. All our scholarships holders are trained to work in their home countries, and more than 60% of our alumni work for German and other international companies in one of our partner countries, in your countries. Our internship program of German business is a unique program and an example of true business network. We as business train our future employees, shape their professional paths for contributing to the prosperity in their home countries. Additionally, we keep offering lifelong learning opportunities to keep up to the latest technological requirements of the labor markets. By doing so, we build bridges across the region and can rely on a professional business network which is based on friendship. And we all know how important trust and reliability are for doing successful business. To summarize, 3 issues are essential for the sustainable, positive economic development of the region. First, rule of law. The rule of law is essential for a prosperous future and the economic activities of businesses in the region. Companies seek a reliable framework, legal certainty, and transparent administrative processes, to name a few key factors. Implementation, second. Implementation and walk the talk. The best laws and declarations are useless if they are not implemented or lack the needed bylaws. 3. Follow the path of regional cooperation and European integration. All of this requires dialogue, which is what we are promoting here in Budva. I encourage you to take advantage of this opportunity for in-depth exchanges, forging new links and developing innovative ideas. I look forward to our discussions and wish you all a fruitful and enjoyable conference here in Budva. Enjoy it.